I'm assuming, yeah, it looks like it's working. Immediately coughing, hello. Yeah, it looks like the audio board is moving. Sorry about that. So thank you Eguna for being not first, can't believe no one is first. Diabolical. Also thank you very much for the subscription. I'm actually curious because it says that resubscribed for 6 months at tier 1. They've been subscribed for 5 months. So I'm assuming it's like, it's been 5 and this is your sixth month coming in. Just thinking about the badges. So when do we need a 6-month badge then? But yeah guys, this is the progress from yesterday. Also there's Eguna walking. So yeah, we were here yesterday and I was actually joined by, we were here, both me and Eguna, and also my father and my grandmother. So we had some help here as well. They were placing those L-shaped rebars. I was bending more of them, and I think we'll continue with that today. We could actually also, like, after we've bent, because again you can, wait, not at the moment, but there you can see there's 2 piles, so there's 40 of those that we haven't bent yet, so I'll start with those. So again I'll use this table to bend those into an L shape. L guys, can't believe it. I guess it's this way. I wonder if is it mirrored for you guys or not? Which way is the L? But yeah, I'll go get some gloves because it's a rusty business. I might also need to change because I have a cap on, but I might have to put on a, what's it actually called? It's in Finnish it would be pipo. Again, you might hear that nothing has been done about the door squeaking. Can't believe it's so loud. I always remember when I'm here that, oh yeah, I need to take the tools for that next time I'm here, but I never do. But yeah, so let's uncover this bending table. Yeah, basically don't need to do much else then. Just turn it like this. So we leave those sides beyond the ground. But yeah, so then I guess we'll just start bending. The next thing we'd do today is we'd cut more of those. But again, like I mentioned, I think I'll have to count how many have been used, because I can again show you guys. So at the moment, again the garage building hasn't gotten any progress on that front. I have like tied up some of the foundation molds from below to each other, but there's still some tying needs to be done there. But the main building now has those L-shaped rebars all the way on the outside. Again, the inside still needs those. But I was thinking that if I calculate how many are used, how many have been used for the outerior, I could then maybe estimate again how many are needed. I'm assuming like at least another 100, because we surely had, I think I've done like 200. I'm actually a bit sad that I didn't like count those up yet, like before we started using them. Also, hello Squishy Joshi, hello, thank you for the green cards. I will show you as well. We were here yesterday. That's why I wasn't unfortunately able to watch Nat stream live, was because we were here. So I was tying up those foundations from below there, and my father and grandmother were here to help, and they were tying up these L-shaped rebars here. So we now have them all around the outerior. So progress guys, I swear, there's been progress. But yeah, we still need the inner parts. So all the inner walls still need those, and again the whole garage thing needs those as well. So I was thinking, I think I have done 200 of those, and we have here, you can see that there's like I've put them in piles of 20. So there's a 20 there and another 20 there, and then there's 3 piles of pre-bent ones. So I would say that they've now used 100. And we have 100 remaining. So I'm 100% how would I say it? I'm 100% sure that we will need another 100 at least. Because again, we've only done the outdoor walls of the main building. We need to do the whole thing on the garage building and stuff. Also, hello Justin. Yeah, more rebar. Yeah, this is now the rebar pit. We are never surviving this. It's gonna be rebar for the end of the days. Can't believe this. Also, yeah, tervetuloa. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, so I guess we'll just start with bending then. I don't know if I do the bending after I've done the cutting, but at least I've bent these 40 that haven't been bent before. And then the plan was to cut 100 more. So we'll see if I do some bending after the cutting as well, but at least these guys. But yeah, I have to say my lower back is feeling it. I was here yesterday and I've been here since like every evening since Tuesday, so the only day off I've had is Monday. so it is a bit hectic here on the plot. So let's see how fast pace I can do these bendings at. Luckily I have like a mark here that's like the 20 centimeters, so I don't need to like measure it each time, so it is a bit faster like that. But yeah, you might have seen this before, so just one leg here so that I put weight on this whole thing, because if I don't, the whole thing comes with me, so I have to put some weight on it, and then I just pull from here like this. And there is a small risk that this bolt gets unloose enough that it like jumps above it, so that's why I tend to lift the rebar a bit so that the thing goes like stays underneath it. But yeah, so that's the first one of these, and like I mentioned, we have another pile of 20, so this is a pile of 20 that we are to go through. So we'll do 40 of these bends first, and then we'll start cutting some more with the power tools. So I guess it's like an angle grinder is the name of the tool. But yeah, what's up with you guys? How are you, Justin? How are you, Joshi? Have you guys been playing anything? I know Joshi has been playing the Silent Hill. There's also the thing here that when I bend it and then like let go of it, it like reverts a little bit. So you have to go like a bit over, because then it like goes backwards a little bit. But it's hard to like estimate how much it reverts. I'm not too bad. On my work break at the moment doing some chat GPT things. So I see. I'm good. I'm doing some taping. I'm so excited. Can't believe this. So you guys might have seen Eguna was actually there on the background. So I'm glad she's excited. Is this enough? Do I make it a little bit more? There's also the thing that if you make it too much, because again, these are placed on the, yeah, this one is a bit over much, like too much upwards, so I can then bend it backwards with my trusty body weight to make it more even. But yeah, so if this is like inwards, then it means that when you place it, it goes like this. And again, if it's outwards, it means that when it goes like this. There were a few of those that were placed that were like a little bit from side to side, but the worst ones I got and fixed. So it was mostly about how they were connected from the below. So if they were like on top of the rebar going like crossroads to it. So those kind of things have an effect, but I can like mess it up already here if I make it crazy far from the 90-degree angle. But yeah, it is hella windy here, so I think I'll have to blow my nose like 1,000 times today as well. I also again might have to change my cap to a beanie. I guess that's the word. But yeah, I can't wait for some more cutting action. I can show you Frutality also. Hello. Frutality is asking who is Eguna taping and to what, and you can see her there. I think you can see her. The preview image I have is a bit small, but she's over there taping those foundation molds, because again we've made a lot of holes with knives in it, so someone needs to come in and fix those holes. Also, hello Semhan Foraki, hello, thank you for the subscription. Can't believe it's been, well, it doesn't even show me on the activity log how long has it been. Diabolical, surely 5 months. Very nice. Thank you very much for the support. Although Semhan Foraki has also been here, so he's also supported this by actually putting in labor. But yeah, I'll bend these first and then we'll cut some more, and we'll see if I bend those as well. I don't think I'll do all of them, but maybe some of them. I guess it depends how long does the cutting operation take. I feel like we've had like just a stream where we only do the 100 rebars cut. So we'll see how long of a stream this will be. I think it's something like 3-ish hours or something like that. Very nice. But yeah, since Semhan Foraki is also here, I will show you there's some progress on the foundation molds. There's now the L-shaped rebars have been placed. So last Friday, so the day before yesterday, I was here putting these extra rebars sort of on the top here, and now yesterday my father and grandmother were here and they were helping with tying these together. So we had some help. I also was bamboozled. Oh sorry, I'll read Joshi. It's the rugby league grand final here, Melbourne versus Brisbane. Oh, I see. So I was gonna say, actually, yeah, which one are you rooting for, since I guess you're in Sydney, so you're neither of those. So who are you rooting for on those, when those are the options? But yeah, so I was slightly bamboozled yesterday, because Friday on stream my father was calling me and I was like, is it something urgent or not? And then I noticed he had sent me a message that, oh, you're still on, like you're still live. So I was okay, I'll just call him after. So it's probably nothing urgent. And then I called him after stream and he was like, yeah, I was thinking I could come tomorrow, so like on Saturday, so this was all on Friday. So he's like, I could come on Saturday to help with whatever needs to be done there. And I was like, yeah, I was actually thinking maybe I could like take a day off and come in instead on like Sunday. And then they were like both my mother and father were both in the car, and my mother was like, yeah, the forecast is saying it's gonna be raining like crazy on Sunday. And I was like, oh, never mind, then I guess we'll go on Saturday. And as you can see here, it's not crazy, it's not raining like crazy here, so instead of a day off I got none. Can't believe this. But yeah, luckily we've done hella progress, so maybe during the week I wouldn't need to come here every evening. We'll see. But I got absolutely weather bamboozled. Because right now the forecast is saying that it might rain today at like 11 p.m. Is it p.m? Like an hour before midnight. So it might rain then, and it was like 0.1 milliliter. So, or is it like millimeter? I guess either one. So like absolutely nothing, if at all. So it's not like, and even then it's like just before midnight. It's not like we are here at midnight anymore. So there's basically no rain. Rain today, but I got scammed out of a day to recover. So now my body is still weak. Arm spaghetti, all that stuff. Can't believe this. But yeah, I'm still happy because we got a lot of progress yesterday, and that takes a bit of stress away from me, because again I would like to get this concrete poured during this month, so weeks fly past quite fast, so I would like to see some more progress. And also it was like nice seeing that how fast or slow the thing was, because that's basically the last thing we need to do before we start pouring the concrete is to make those L-shaped rebars there. Can't believe Citronelli was first after like 20 minutes. Also, police can't believe you went first. Do I need to go like tsk tsk now? Bamboozled, good word, yeah. I'm all about those diabolical bamboozlements. But I'm also actually curious, because we'll have to like protect this bending station for the winter. But I'm actually curious if this thing will be like hella rusty and stuff come next summer. So I don't know if there's anything we can do to avoid that. I was thinking we would take this lever thing away, because we can like unscrew those bolts. So I guess we'll hope that this table thingy won't be too messed up under the snow and stuff. Of course there will be the tarp on it, but even with that. Just done taping Saku's grandma and father. They are in the park. Can't believe this. Can't believe this. That was supposed to be a secret. You were never supposed to say that on stream. Now there's like evidence. You also notice that I keep tying this up, because you might even see that when I do this bending, I don't know how well it shows on camera, but when I do this bend like this, and when I release this going backwards, it spins with it. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes it spins with it, so it gets looser every time. So I have to keep. So that's actually something I'm also a bit worried if, since we have to keep moving the threads, if they'll survive or not. Also can't believe Citronelli is not here to do the bending. That's just how good I am. Can't believe this. It went straight to her head. Diabolical. But yeah, Citronelli was a professional in this bending business, so can't believe she hasn't volunteered to come here every evening to do this. Can't believe this. Truly diabolical. Also the handle is like bent this way, and I think a bit upwards as well. Something we noticed when Citronelli was here, that the whole handle thing is getting absolutely demolished. So we'll see. That thing doesn't look too good. We bend it more. Doesn't pass the quality inspection. I don't know if that changed it at all. If that did anything. You need to do it, it's to get you buff. Can't believe this. But it's like my back is hurting, guys. Surely there needs to be like days for recovery if I'm to get buff. I also hear the chat phone squeaking like crazy. So there's the rats again. The rats are here. Clonk. 4 more to go, guys, and then it's the first 20 done. Halfway. Bending the rebar, bending handle next. Yeah, we'll bend this. We'll just make it into a circle. Wait, what? That's some proper amateur quality. Yeah, that is good. That was exactly what we needed. What we wanted. Get some old man grunting noises here for the ASMR experience. But why is it hella stuck? What happened? Guess that's okay. But yeah, I was thinking actually maybe I shouldn't place them like they are there, because you might even see from the marks that I think they are like rusting up more than otherwise when you place them. Wait, what? when you place them there. Why is this whole thing moving? Guys, what have you done? But yeah, so you maybe see there's like a massive like rust marks, because that's where the rebars were. So let's not place them there now. So I think I'll put them like, because I feel like that's just for like a place for water to get trapped. The rust adds flavor, that is true, yeah. That is actually true. So maybe forget what I said and we'll do it like that. Wait, what? Because I feel like these are rustier than the first ones I've done. Because I've like done basically immediately after cutting the first ones. So these ones have been sitting here for some time while I've been doing other stuff. Since, you know, Citronelli hasn't been bending, that's why they've been sitting here. It's all her fault, surely. Surely. I can hear the squeaking. Almost done with the first 20. Then I would need to get the angle grinder and the ear protectors and the eye protector, I guess. I would need to blow my nose. Almost got through all of them before the need. Do we get ear protectors too? Yeah, I will put a similar one of these. What is this called? Bob filter. I will put another one. It's like double the protection then. Surely that's enough. There's like a limiter, but that does nothing, I'm sure. So instead I just put these two together. This is sad work. There's so many dead spider friends. Can't believe this. Can't believe this. So many dead spindles. But yeah, in the foundation molds I also saw them. I don't know what kills them, because they are like perfectly capable of like traversing the plastic thingy, going from side to side. Like some of them were alive, like when I was moving there. Some of them were just like, stop it, I will bite you. And then they did nothing. So they were all talk. They were all talk, no bite. But yeah, I guess maybe something like old age or lack of nutrition inside the foundations, because I don't know how much bugs there are. We had the massive like ant infestation at one time there. Like when we placed those insulation boards, the immediate effect was that they were like overrun by ants of some kind. But we've not seen them since, so I guess they were like, is it sugar because it's so white? And then they were like, nope, that's a scam. Never coming back here again. So yeah, that's the first 20 done, and here's the second pile. Second pile of 20. Can't believe this, guys. Green card for dead spiders, very nice. Very nice. I'm glad they're dead. Yeah, I'm also happy, because like when I saw that they were like spiders, I was also like trying to snap some like the surroundings, so to make sure that if it's alive it would start moving, but most of them did nothing. So I was happy about that. Happy about the most of them. It's crazy how stuck this got. I guess it might be a good thing, but it's also like making this... No way I can move that. It's making it harder to turn this thing when it's like stuck on the bolt. It is what it is. But yeah, so now we need another pile. That's the second 20. That sounds weird. so apologies for the squeaking. I wonder if I could change it. I've done it once that I like reset this thing and it was maybe helping. I'll mute for a second while I try to get this. Okay, we should be back. That was such a bad click though. I think it's no longer muted. I don't know if this helped at all. I feel like it's still similar, so equally bad. Thankfully the spider friend in our kitchen is still going strong. Haven't found any fruit flies for it, I can't believe this. I've forgotten about it. I was supposed to hunt it down. Can't believe this. Can't believe it. So yeah, 19 more to go I guess. Diabolical. Grr. What's up with frugality? Have you been playing anything? Have you still been playing Uma Musume? Is that still the game of choice for you? I might overdone it. Yeah, I think it's a bit too much there. Not too bad though. Yep, that's not too bad. 17 remains. Can't believe this. This is one of those. What's the like a Greek guy that rolls the stone uphill endlessly? Feels like that. With the amount of rebar remaining. Thousand rebars remain. Can't believe I still need to blow my nose again. But actually I was thinking, do I need to get the beanie hat instead of this one, since I would actually use the ear protectors when I start doing the cuts. So it might be that I don't need it, because it's mostly my ears that are getting cold. I hear some other kind of squeaking sounds. The amount of squeaks stays the same, but the quality of the squeaks differ. Can't believe this. I also just realized that I was like yesterday worried that I need to tune in on Nat's stream that I don't lose the streak, but I already know that I lose it when she streams from pack, so can't believe I came in there to protect my streak when I lose it like next weekend regardless. Unless I wake up at like 4 AM. I don't think that has ever happened. Almost tripped myself with it. Still a bit. Wingles, wongles. I guess that's better now. Guys, why is no one here helping me do this? Where are you guys when I need you the most? Can't believe this. Also guys, if you bought anything from the Steam Autumn sale, let me know, because I've only bought the, was it Rift Breaker or something, and that was quite fun, but I guess it would be more fun if there was someone to play it with, so I need to pester some friends of mine to join join on it. In it. I can watch Nat at 4 a.m. even in the weekends. Oh yeah, actually true, you might still have the sleeping schedule for that. I'll just ask you to power up my PC and put Nat on there to keep my streak alive. Can't believe this. That would be a plan. Because you know, Eguna is truly lost because she's like up at 4 a.m. Can't believe this. Not like she goes to sleep. You're on different sleep schedules. Yeah, we actually are. Because Eguna is at the moment working for a few weeks on like I guess like rental work kind of thing. So like just like a hired gigs type of thing. And she has like the morning schedule or whatever you call it, morning shift, I guess. It's from like 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. So she wakes up really early for that. Whereas I work the normal 9 to 5, so I actually stay up late. Well, I guess how late depends on if you consider like midnight late, but since Ekkuna wakes up at like 4 or 5, it's late. So it's all about the perspective. Oh, the whole thing starts moving again. Okay, so now I need to put some more weight here. I see. Why is it so stiff? Now the whole thing is goddamn stuck. So I think this bolt here is getting stuck. Yeah, now I can see the bolt is now movable again, so maybe it helps. 6 a.m. mark, yeah, I could never. Like that would be the worst for me. I'm definitely not a morning person, so that would be horrible. So yeah, let's try this again. And suddenly it's like so much easier. And then it's stuck again. I guess it's because of like we've been bending this back and forth, so it's like a bit curved here where the bolt is touching it. But luckily this bending table thingy only cost like 40 euros or something, maybe 50. But like this is not that expensive, so even if we like royally mess it up, we can still like just get a new one, because we have like the bolt holes and stuff for it already, so it's quite easy to just replace. So let's say that next year if we still need to do this, or since I guess we still need to do this, it wouldn't be too expensive to replace this. Because if you go on and like rent like a hydraulic using table for these, they cost like 100 euros a day or something. So that's diabolically expensive compared to what this cost. Again, of course, a hydraulic one, it would be just like you putting it in there, pressing a button and it would do the work for you. So it would be fancier billionaire activity, surely. I go to bed at 7 p.m. and wake up at 4 a.m. Today I woke up at 5 a.m. without alarm clock. Yeah, that's my reaction exactly, Owen. That's diabolical. Truly diabolical. Can't believe this guy. It's so smooth going here, but it's extremely stiff going back. But yeah, I wonder if anyone has like pictures of these that they have used a lot, because I can see this guy's going upwards here, then it's going like this way through here, so this guy has been absolutely destroyed. Also, hello Nat, thank you for the subscription. For 5 months, can't believe this. Oh my god, the falling, you can't believe this. Nat, you made me fall, can't believe this. Can't believe you just made me tumble on stream. That's, you know, humiliating. Also, can't believe you're coming in with the rage rats. Also, I just noticed that it's like 5 months now, so we were discussing with my aunt that we'd make another batch for 6 months. So I will have to actually whip her some. That's my artistic whipping. Can't believe this. Never clipped this. So we would get a batch for the 6 months, because I don't think we have it yet. So I don't think she's done anything for the 6 month batch. Although I guess most of you guys are using the founders batches, which of course is a massive flex. But even then it would be nice to keep up with those badges. But yeah, how are you, Nat? Also, I checked the board from yesterday from your stream, because I can actually show you, Nat, what I was doing while I wasn't able to attend your stream. I was tying up these foundation molds. I was basically just hunched over here and tying these up. So you can maybe see there's like a small amount of like shiny. This is like copper plated, I guess. So like a knot there. And I went through the whole interior and only tied up the rebar on the bottom, I guess. Because you can see there's like 2 rebars going side by side. So they need to be tied both from the upper part and the lower part. But by the lower part you need to do it by hand, because there's also Egguna. Nat, say hello to Egguna. Hello. I thought it was a maze too. The foundation could be a rat-sized maze. Yeah, that is actually true, yeah. So there's Egguna waiting for you now. But yeah, so then my father was here yesterday and my grandmother was here yesterday. So they were doing these while I was tying up those by hand. They were using the tying machine I have, and they were doing these L-shaped rebars everywhere. But yeah, I was like, I can come in and check that my streak doesn't die, but I don't think I can be there for long, because it would be like, I feel like bad manners if there was people here working on our project and I would be just like slacking. So that's why I was like basically inactive there, because I was like trying to look busy, at least, if not being busy. Can't believe this. But yeah, now I need to make more of these L-shaped rebars, since there's like actual progress on putting them in there. So also I already mentioned that I can't believe I came in there to protect my streak when I'm actually gonna lose it like next weekend, since you'll be streaming from PAX. So although Egguna already said that she'll be waking up at like 4 a.m, so maybe she can rescue my streak. Can't believe this. I'll have to blow my nose. Also, that you said that the toffee chocolate was the best. I don't know which one you mean. Because I think there was multiple ones with like nougat at least. So I don't know if that's like toffee or... Because I think there was the Dumle one. Dumle. But trying to think what there's like this vanilla and fudge, I think, was one. So there's so many that could basically go for the toffee chocolate you mentioned. I missed that when I was like, again, trying to focus on the tying. Do you think if you told your current self in the present that you want to build a time machine in the future, and your future self will travel this moment in time, but if they don't show up, that means you were unsuccessful in building a time machine? I've heard this, that what was the guy's name? Can't believe I'm blanking on the name. But the guy in a wheelchair and the smart dude, that he had like a event held up. Like he only mentioned it afterwards in like newspaper, that if you're a time traveler, come in at this party, and that was like after the party was held. But that was the point, that if someone was time traveling, they would know, like even if you announce it later, like afterwards. But then there's been like some diabolical rumors that the dude was in the list. So it could be that whoever did the time traveling just doesn't want to get connected to that person. So I don't know. That could be a reason. If I'm on the list, that would be a reason I wouldn't want to go and meet myself. Just saying, that's diabolical. I might be like young enough to, if I'm on the list, I would be on the wrong side. I guess maybe on the right side in this circumstance. But what if I hate myself? Exactly my meaning, yeah. What if I just hate myself enough that, like, I would be looking back at this footage with the time machine and be like, that man, hella cringe. Don't want anything to do with that dude. Suolainen toffee oh yeah, it's krokantti. The milk chocolate med salta näckbitar. Can't believe you put in the Swedish as well, and I pronounce it as Swedish, I guess. Mjölkchoklad med salta näckbitar. Can't believe this. What you need to know is the letter in Swedish is the e letter. Like it pronounced like a. So that's so fucking diabolical. Back to work, catch you all later. Thank you for joining Squishy Jossi. Survive work. I don't know if it's something like enjoy work or what, but I usually just try and survive. So that's what I'll tell you to do. It's a bit stuck. But yeah, I think the answer to Squishy Josh's question is exactly what Brutality said. The problem I would cringe too much at my past self to actually go in and visit. There's also these eldritch horror type of things that if you see yourself from the past or the future, you might like lose your mind. I just found that IKEA has recently got some Fazer chocolate in stock. Just 2 kinds for now. I see. Which kinds are there then if 2? Because I would assume the normal. Because I think I put 2 of the normal, so just the plain milk chocolate in the package for you. Because I thought that if you want to share them, like with anyone, I guess that would be the sort of like the de facto what people would need to taste without any added flair. So there should be 2 of those normal ones. What is sharing? Can't believe this, Nat. Can't believe this. We'll see bulk Nat in like a month or so with the diabolical amount of chocolate she's eaten. But yeah, will there be a tier list? You said that the suolainen toffee krokantti, the salty toffee crunch and toffee pieces. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm not too big on the salty chocolate myself. Like, it is a vibe, but if I were to go in and buy some for myself, it would rarely be that I would go for. I have like one clear winner from the... It's so tight again, what the fuck. I can't get it back either. The bolt is getting... Because this guy somehow gets stuck. Maybe if I bend it downwards a bit, because I can see that it's curved upwards. Because I feel like I try to do it so that I would like go back downwards a bit, but I think I'm still pulling it upwards. So that's why it's bending like that. As part of my packing process, I have to bring some to Melbourne and Sydney. Oh yeah, don't forget the tar lions, because I've already, I think I advertised them to, I think Jack was going. Sunnyside Jack, I think he said that he's going to PAX. What the fuck? So I think I said to him that you'll have those, so he might come in and pester you about some tar lions. So just know that you have to poison my man. What the hell is this, guys? What happened? What the hell? Mistakes were made. Maybe now. Hi, my name is, and I'm trying out the tar. Yeah, exactly. Although I guess you would spoil it if you tell them that it's tar. Because I know I did some backseating back then. I don't know where my band counter is at the moment for the backseating. But I think I did translate to you that terva means tar, so you could leave out that bit. Just tell that this is highly praised among the Finns that have bad habits. Maybe don't tell them it's tar. Yeah, you can just tell them that this is for the badasses in Finland. Because you know the guys that sat on the back row. Actually, I almost always, if possible, sat on the back row, but I was never the guy, so I know we need something else. So yeah, more nice Finnish candy. Yeah, that's exactly what you'd say. But you can say that, yeah, because again, just say Finnish smokers love it. That also maybe gives it away a little bit. But just say that like Finnish tough dudes eat this like candy. Yeah, you can use that quote. Finnish tough asses eat this like candy is what you'll say. Advertise it with. I went way too far with this guy. I was feeling my strength now that it was suddenly so much easier. Also, hello Mastema, are you making more corners today? We are making more of these L-shaped. Actually, I'll show you, because last stream I was adding the, also there's Egguna there, so Elina. But last stream on Friday I was adding these ones that go like on top here, on everywhere. But yesterday my grandmother and my father were here, and they added these L-shaped rebars here. So we now have all of them on the outside of the main building, nothing on the garage building and nothing on the inside. Well, there's like four of them. Can't believe I just showed how loose they are. Can't believe it's diabolical. But yeah, so I'm making more of these L-shaped rebars because I noticed that we need a lot of them. Although I guess I knew that already, but now that it's also like we're starting to use them, I feel like we don't want to run out. I was teaching Nat Finnish slangs, yeah. Whenever I have the option, I always do. Always teach the bad words. Imagine I started like swearing like crazy here and the neighbors would come in like, can you please shut the fuck up? There's children here. Can't believe what the words you're saying. Because I think like swearing in English is one thing, but if I were to like start actually swearing in Finnish, it would be a completely other. Oh, it's so easy now. Truly diabolical how stuck it was. Oh yeah, you need some forms in case they shoot through, yeah. So if they like, but then again that would also be a bit diabolical if you come in with a like a form that they have to fill in that any damage to your lungs. How many points to redeem one swear word? What do we have there? Because I think you could just use one. Oh yeah, I can't actually see from this app. What do you have in mind? Yeah, I can give you one swear word. Just have to, maybe the bad joke, and just put in there what you want me to say. That's like expensive, but you can make it. You can make the word a bad one, so it'll be worth it. I'll teach how to pronounce some horrible words. Can't believe Egguna came in. Whoever is a swear word, no, just if Nat has the tar lions with her in packs and people ask, like if she goes in and like tells people that taste this tar lion, this is like Finnish delicacy. This is what the tough dudes in Finland eat, like candy. So then they like absolutely die eating it. So a waiver for the damages caused to their lungs. Well, I guess stomach in this case, from the tar. So yeah, another waiver for swearing. That would be interesting. Like, who is it targeted at? Who could be on the receiving end of any damage and stuff? But yeah, so that's the 40 we had remaining. Half of the goal of today is done. Another thumbs up, guys. Also, thank you for the follow. I see there's a follow. Lurker friendly, so I won't call you out. Feel free to lurk. Much appreciated. How many points to describe people's mothers in poor taste? Brutality, do you have a mother in mind? That sounds diabolical. Ekuna is saying fuck is my favorite as it is a power word. So much fuck magic in Finnish folklore. Yeah, fuck is actually like, it's weirdly doesn't like translate one to one here. But that's like, I guess most people when they ask what does that mean, or like what's the English equivalent, it would be that. I noticed that they can't believe this, guys. Now I'm gonna slow walk to it. Can't believe this, guys. Those were my running steps. I was almost started running, but then I noticed that the chat phone almost flew out. So, but yeah, where do we put this guy? Let's put it underneath the irons. Almost got some running steps from me, guys. There's no redeem for that, so I didn't get them. But yeah, I didn't want the tarp to be like right next to it, because if we'll be starting with the angle grinder cutting those rebars, there's gonna be hella spark somewhere here. So I'd rather the tarp be somewhere there instead. But yeah, I don't see the redeem. Not wanting to learn how to swear. Nat, did you chicken out? Can't believe this. Surely Nat has enough points. Because you know, Nat is always saying that she'll lurk. I think it was Rick that called her out at one stream, that Nat was saying that I'll just lurk, and then Rick came in and said, are you though? So I have to farm more points, can't believe this. Can't even say Pope in my stream. Oh yeah, that is diabolical. I don't remember which stream. I think it might have been in Miss Siria's stream that she asked for an example of a Finnish swear word, and I wrote in vittu in the chat, but it got auto-modded. I think it was Crimson that then allowed it, but we were laughing that nobody in the chat would have known what it meant, and then it Twitch knew immediately, being can't believe you're coming in here swearing in Finnish. And diabolical. Tei perkele on my saatana until I vittu. Yeah, that's something. I don't know if it was for actually getting Scoopy or if it was for getting a swear word. There was no swear words attached, so that's why Scoopy came out. I can do a swear word if you want, in addition. But yeah, so we gotta show us the amount. Is it actually mirrored? Because when Nat was showing hers, she had it Tnava, because the whole camera setup was mirrored. Brother Scoopy, yeah, this guy has been getting some sand action. As you can see, it's somewhat white on the back, but it's a bit sand blown on the front. But Scoopy just likes to get dirty. Scoopy's nasty. Can't believe this. Oh dear, rugged. Yeah, Scoopy has gotten some. Scoopy is not afraid to work, get his hands dirty, scoop dirty, I guess in this case. Vittu is magical thing, gateway between this and other world. Can't believe this. Diabolical stuff. Can't even say Pope in my stream is actually diabolical. You keep saying that you'll allow it, but I feel like you actually don't want it to be allowed. Can't believe this. But yeah, I'll go get the angle grinder thingy. You've seen it before. I don't know how tall am I for you guys. I'm tall, I swear. I'm T-posing here to make me look taller. That surely works. But yeah, I'll go get the tools and we'll start cutting the rebar now. Next. I hope the sound carries through. I'll go get them from the van. Let's hope I have the batteries charged up. Surely I do. Let's see if I missed any messages. The word I was thinking is wave. Oh yeah. What do you have in mind? Oh, perkele was the word. I missed it. So yeah, perkele is a good one. Perkele. There you have it. I came in close. I put in some emotion there, I swear. Sorry, I missed that. The camera adds 10 centimeters. How did he say? Carafe. The dude that there's a YouTube video on how to pronounce it, and it's such a mumbling start. So I just assume it's going with it. So whenever I need to say the word, I do the speed up mumbling before and after. Carafe. Last time I checked Nat's IRL stream, you still looked small. Oh yeah, true. For Nat, I think it maybe even deducts 10 centimeters. So, how do you explain that, Nat? It's a good vocal warm-up. Can't believe it. I'm assuming you can hear me then, because I'm back at the van, so I'm a bit far away. But seeing that the chat is sort of replying, I feel like surely I can be heard. Slay. Where is the machine? Oh, there it is. Where is the machine? Oh yeah, and then we need the bag of blades, because we will definitely run through more than a few, I think. At least I think we'll have to change it once, because I think we've done it that before as well. Before we get 100 done, we need to change the grinder blade. So let's take that as well. I love the smell of gasolina in the van because there's like a jerry can. I like how I feel small next to Saku. What the fuck is this? What the hell? What the hell? Now I can't get the car keys. Guys, my hands are full. I'm glad I didn't turn the camera because I'm struggling here, guys. Okay, I'm coming back. We can hear you very nice. Very nice. But yeah, it's like I can see the setup, so I'm assuming there's hardly any interference between the microphone and the receiver, so I can hear the squeaking from the chat phone though. So me putting it on and off again, I mean the mount didn't seem to help, so apologies for the squeaking. But yeah, I'm assuming you heard the swear word then as well. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeaking is so loud. But yeah, so here's the bag of blades. So this is the bag of blades. Where can you see it? So there's basically unused discs, and these are the used discs because they get smaller when you use them. That's how they work. Squeak, squeak. But yeah, so then we would need to, I guess I'll first move you guys, then we would need to get some more of those insulation pallets to use as sort of a table. So previously we've had them so that I've been sewing them at the end here. Then I have another insulation pallet thingy over there so that they don't sag too high, like they don't go to the ground. They get smaller when they're done. Can't believe this Mastema. Diabolical. Truly. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. We can add that as a quote. Should we? Did I say that word to word? I think at least when I read it, but does that count? Can't believe Nat gave a red card. Nat, that is diabolical. You can actually see where we've done this before because there's like a rust mark going exactly where we've done it before. I think I've had these two, something like this, and then I'll have the rebars going in between. I think I'll get some more of those stones so that I can keep them close to each other on that side as well. Also, let's see if I missed any message. There's Nat crying. What is Nat crying about? Why are you crying? Älä itke. Complete. Also, there was this bag of goodies that was like Ace mix, which is actually in Finnish it's Ässä mix. So that was a word you were having trouble pronouncing. It's Ässä. So again, you have to have both of the S letters there, so not just Ässä or something like that, but with the two S. Ässä, yeah, but you wrote them without the letters. Can't believe this. Do you not have the Finnish keyboard or the Finnish letters there? Can't believe this. But yeah, so I guess we could start by carrying the 4 rebars. We'd also need to measure. I think the first one we have to measure. Again, we've been using templates for the other ones, so we've like measured the first one and then I Google Finnish Finnish when needed. That is diabolical. Surely a fake fan then. A fake Finnabu. Diabolical Nat. You were the chosen one. The Finnabu master. We don't grant you the title of master now. Can't believe this. It's looking like it's bloodied, but I guess it's like rusted up. Like these napkins or tissues that I have. Because my hands are hella rusty, so I'm assuming it's that. Not that I'm bleeding. I'm assuming you guys will tell me if I'm like bleeding profusely. I am disappointment. Can't believe this, Nat. At least you know it. That's the first step to recovery. Surely But yeah, I'll add a pallet thingy over there so that when I carry those, they don't have to be on the ground. Now the question is, where do I take it from? Because there's a pyramid here. Squeak, squeak. Joints hella rusty. Yeah. Associate greatly with this statement. Natalie, can't believe this. Can't believe this fatality. Surely not. Surely not. So that would be somewhere there. I would like to get another stone, but I wonder where they are. Do we have any? Can I see any? Because I have one here, but there's a. Oh, yeah, actually, there's one extra there. Let's just take that one. Joints hella rusty is me. Yeah, I relate to that. Can't believe I've asked Frutality twice now if he still plays Uma Musume, and I haven't gotten a reply. So either that's something he's ashamed of, or then I'm getting hella ignored. Can't believe this. I'm just kidding, of course. But yeah, so there's some rebars that are tied to each other. So again, I've been trying to take like 4 at a time. But at the moment, I don't know if I can get 4 out of here without having. Oh, actually, I did. Never mind. Forget what I just yapped. Crying because I called her small. Oh yeah, true. I wish I was 165 centimeters. Wait, you're not 165? What the hell? How tall are you then? That is diabolical. Because I think Ekkuna is like 170 something. Ekkuna can confirm. Smaller than that. Can't believe this. Rick McLightning, sir, what are your dimensions? Tall and fat, yeah, that's me. That's me as well. Rick, we are the same. Same here. Same is twinning. I don't know what else can I use. That's all I have. But yeah, so that would be the. I think we'll do them 4 at a time like we did previously. So we'll stick to this. Also, I would again need another stone because I remember that the last ones I put actually it's like a stone on top of them so that they wouldn't like start flipping upwards. Oh yeah, Aikuna is 177. That is true. So I'm like 10-ish centimeters longer than she is. But that would be like a. How much taller than? I guess like that would be somewhere like here then maybe. I'm 178. I can't believe this. Oh yeah, you won Ekkuna. Very nice. I was like, you're not winning me though. But yeah, I'll have to get a measuring tape. Oh yeah, actually guys, I bought some chalk. Where are they though? They should be in the bag. I'll go get it because I want to try if like actual chalk helps with marking. Rick is 170, so still taller than you by a lot. Diabolical. So let's get the chalk. I think I know, yeah, there they are. Took me a millisecond to go through the process of what would be the place I would put it at. Excuse me. Okay, so maybe it's not true then. Rick said that he's tall and something else, but I guess 170 might not be there. So now I'm curious. That's how I pronounced it. Apologies for the pronunciation. Rick got shoes with extra padding, giving him the extra 2 centimeters to be 180. But then, now can you see that the math here is not mathing? So if Rick is without the shoes 170 and with the 2 centimeter extra from the shoes he's 180, then surely he's closer to 178 without the shoes. This is me. Pale as chalk. He's actually more like my brother because he's like lean and tall. I would be like 3 of these, maybe 4. Can't believe this guys. Also I forgot measuring tape, so I'll be back. Also, it's already like rusted up just from like touching my gloves. I am 178, so yeah, that would like add up with Nat's like second statement. Which of you is lying? Yeah, exactly. Futelli also caught up immediately. He said 170, now it's with shoes it's 180, yeah. They're soft as a cloud, I am lie. Can't believe Nat lies at least once per her stream, but also apparently lies at least once when on someone else's stream, so truly diabolical actions right there. Yeah, I'm 170 is your only lie. So how tall is Nat then? We need to get to the bottom of this. Because she said that she wished she was 165. So does that mean that she's like 160 or... Guys, this chalk thing is working wonders. This is really good. That's another thumbs up for you guys. So yeah, we marked the 80 centimeter. I guess we shouldn't need the ruler anymore. We'll just measure these ones after we've cut it and they are close enough. We'll just use them as a template going forward. The only thing again I would need is one more stone to prevent them from, because when there's only the 120 left, it's there's a high possibility that the other side just like lifts up when I try to go through it with the angle grinder. I knew not to trust you. One live per stream. Yeah, it's apparently no matter whose stream it is, which is a bit diabolical, I have to say. It doesn't matter if it's like your stream or someone else's. It's just coming in, fully swinging those lies. I'm again trying to see if there's like a stone we could use. I'll just go for a round. Stone searching round. I guess it could be basically any kind of stone. Surely we have had those like hella stones here everywhere. Can't believe what they may be. Maybe they're... She's 5'3", 152.4. That's diabolically short. Nat, I have to say that seeing Nat on stream, I would have never assumed she would be 152. Is that actually true, Nat? Can you confirm this? Or is this now slander from Rick as like a revenge slander? Hey, wait. I'm 160 to 163. So yeah, I'm thinking if it's like, if this is revenge slander now. Can't believe everyone's just here lying. Maybe I should have just said that I'm 195 or something, because my brother is something like that. So that's diabolical, guys. I don't know who to trust. I trust none of you guys anymore. I will just start cutting. Can you actually see this? Should I move you guys a bit? Told me you're 5'3". So someone's math is not mathing. Move you guys a bit to the left. I don't think you need to be moved that much, but now you're all wonky. Guys, are you drunk? (5'3" is 160, not according to Google. Dude, you trusted Nat's conversion. Yeah, also Nat, why would you know how much you are in the freedom units instead of like the metric system? Like why? Why would you have that out of like, you can just throw that around but not the centimeters? Like that's diabolical. Also saying I'm 162, 163 is not how you say how tall you are. So I don't know who to trust, but I feel like Nat is the last person to trust on these. But yeah, so we'll go for some cutting. Might be a bit loud. I guess for the limiter it might not be that much louder than my speaking, but I'll talk to you soon after I'm done with this. Also, you can tell if I'm lying or not. If I start lying, my pants catch fire, so you can see that immediately happening if I start lying. So I'm talking truth all the time, always. Were you there when we first discovered Nat's inability to add numbers? Can't believe that. The slander is back. Nat, what have you done to deserve all this slander? I must ask. But yeah, let's take one of these. Let's measure it. That side might be hot. This is exact 80 centimeters. That's very good. Okay, in fairness, Google converted it to 5 feet by default. I was wrong, so at least Rick here admits when he's at fault. Because I know there's people that don't do that. I'm not pointing fingers here. Surely. But yeah, so now we have a template that we can just use to draw. I guess if I use the chalk here, it would be like we do the cut like on that side, or they would like, well, as long as we use the same template every time, because there's a mistake if you do that. So like I placed it here and then marked in front of it. Now if we cut it there, it means that it's like the chalk lines amount longer. So if we would then take a new new template, each time we would extend it a bit. But if we use the same template every time, it just means that we're like 80 centimeters and 2 millimeters or something. Oh, can't believe there's a 3 minutes of finish now. Can't believe this. I'll do the Nats comment in all finish. When I put the timer on. How many years until go Mars or something? Oh yeah, that was diabolical. So let's put the 3-minute timer. Ja sitten suomeksi. Pitäisikö se heti ekana niistää, niin ei tarvitsisi niin paljon puhua. Mutta niin, Natali sillä, että tuolla tosiaan, että perkele olin oikeassa. Se on kyllä hyvin sanottu. Toinen kerta, noniin. Eikö se taas tosiaan niistä? Mulla loppuu vaan nenäliin. Täältä kyllä kaivellaan jo pohjalta. Tätäkin on jo kyllä käytetty. Nautiskeleepi. Mulla on myös tämä suojalusit naamalla, mikä ei auta tähän niistelysammaan. Nautiskeleepi. Nautiskelen. Jos mä vaan toistelen jotakin yhtä sanaa, niin te opitte sen sanan hyvin. Mä en tiedä, kuuluuko kääntää näitä viestejä vai, ja onko mä vaan suomeksi. Ehkä me tehdään ainakin yksi leikkaus tässä samalla, kun me suomea puhutaan, niin leikataan suomeksi. Nyt siellä puhutaan ruotsia. Tuo kyllä saatanalliset setit. Saatanalliset setit on kyllä aika. Se on tiukka suomennus se. Vaan katkotaan vauhilla, niin ei tarvitse puhua mitään. Mennään vaan seuraavaa kohti. Seuraavaa kohti. Nuo päät on vähän lämpimät, niin turhaan kosketella niitä. Very good. Oho, siis erittäin hyvä. Oho, et huomannut mitään. Korvani, ne vuotavat verta. Hei, olen tänään hyvässä kunnossa. Taivas on sininen ja kaunis. Hei, olen tänään hyvässä kunnossa on kyllä niinku melko hyvää suomea. Tommonen, jos joku tulisi sanomaan mulle tuolla niin tulisi päivä. Hei, olen tänään hyvässä kunnossa. Taivas on sininen ja kaunis. Saattaisin juosta. Järkyttävät setit. Mä hyppii vähän liikaa meikäläisen makuun. Loikkivat raudat. Se on varmaan siltä, mitä lyhyemmäksi ne tulee, niin sen enemmän ne loikkii. Siellä on niin paljon viestejä, mitä mä oon missannut, mutta varmaan ottaa sitten jauhamistauko. Söin KFC:tä illalliseksi. Popcorn-kana on suosikkini. That's 3 minutes, guys. That's the diabolical 3 minutes. I said diabolical, but in Finnish it could be saatanallinen. So like satanic. So I guess that's the only translation I came up with for it. So yeah, I'll see if they would, because I noticed there were like hella messages I missed. But yeah, the way Nat said that, hei, olen tänään hyvässä kunnossa, is like, hey, I'm in good shape today, which is a bit creepy. That's like the am I a human kind of interaction going in with like I'm in good shape today. So yeah, that would be a good creepy Finnish dude. Have you guys seen this reel of a woman making like reels of like with like a filter on making her look like diabolical, and she's like the way she speaks to her cat is like a creepy old man, and it's like when the cat is underneath the bed and the girl is like, come here, I know you want to come and I will pet you, stuff like that. So it's a bit creepy Nat. So if you come to Finland, just know that you might come across a bit creepy with your sentences, so just vibe with that. But yeah, let's see if there were messages I've missed. This is the second time your methods have failed us, Rick. Can't believe this. When was the first? Good use of Perkele, exactly, yeah. Yeah, Expedition 33. Yeah, that was the betrayal. Even I remember that. Oh, that was an intentional lie because I was told no spoilers. Can't believe this. But that was like asking for hints. I think that was like asking for help, and people were helping, and we were like just scrolling there. Like how it started jumping. That was really noisy. The disc is also really small. You can see the disc is quite small again, so we might have to change it at some point, sooner or later. Oh no, there was another, you misremembered something. Oh yeah, I might have missed that then too. Also not saying hej amo braida is the Swedish equivalent of I feel fine today. So yeah, that's diabolical going for Swedish sentences. Shh, I'm just taking some pictures, yeah. Please never do that again. What did I do? The jumping part or the creepy old man? I feel like there's so many options for you guys. My actions are diabolical when I have like multiple like what should I never do again. The creepy old man, okay, I see. Can't believe I'm banned for doing the creepy old man act. That was gonna be like the one thing I would become famous for. I had to test out some jumping because I feared I forgot how to. But in real life, or what are we talking about here? That's it has been so long I struggled. You mean like just like stop jumping like this? Almost smacked myself with the chat phone. Yeah, so maybe not do that. But yeah, so is that the kind of jumping? You could see I got like hella air with that. So yeah, I'm also unsure about the context. Yeah, it's coming with the Nat. There was this one movie. It had like a main character. So that's all we get. IRL. Okay, yes. So you've been doing some jumps. That's interesting. That came out of nowhere though. Is it related to the creepy old men or where did that come to your mind? Like, how did you end up there? Just curious. Curious. IRL, yeah, that's Saku is setämies Maximundo. That's like an uncle man, creepy man. So yeah, I guess that's a praise surely. I heard the word jump, but I missed it. Did I say jump? Is not, do you have like voices in your head asking for a friend? I'm worried now. Is the voice telling you that you're taller than? Oh no! That's yet another cut done. But yeah, so how many do we actually get? We can do a calculation. I feel like we get like 20-ish. Was it like 24 from these? So we have to do like 5 bundles all in all to get the 100 that I'm aiming for today. Because then we would be like closer again to how many we need for the whole thing. Because again we have like 100 there unused. So that should definitely get us the insides of the main building. Then we have the whole of the garage building, but if we make another 100, I'm hoping whatever is left from those, and then this added 100 would be enough, almost at least enough to get the whole garage building. Because the thing is that we don't want to have like 50 of these extra, because again you can't really use an 80 centimeter long anywhere. We might have to have a few of these because there's some of those molds, because they have to overlap the 40 centimeters everywhere. So there's some of those that we have to like add in a few rebars in between, but we definitely don't need like tens and tens of these, I don't think. We also have the 120 centimeter long ones that are like left over from these that we could also use. So I don't think we'll have to like, we shouldn't be making too many extras of these, but I'm like confident that this 100 extra is still needed. I have to say I'm really happy about the chalk, because you might remember I had like a textile pen from my brother that I used earlier, and that worked as well, but the whole like the pencil thingy, the marker, just like absolutely died doing this. So I think the chalk will hold up better. So I would hope that there's like no issues when using that. But yeah, we might have to switch the blade after these two. After this cut, let's hope that it goes through these. So we can switch up the I was struggling a little bit, but we did get through it. We're just confident with the foams as well. Diabolical. Diabolical, guys. For those that don't know, we've placed all the insulation boards that we need, and this packet here, I was like, yeah, we shouldn't cut all of them, because I know we'll at least have one left, and this is how much we got left. So there's like 2 packages worth extra that I split that I shouldn't have. So yeah, I was maybe less confident then, hopefully. But I'm more confident now that we'll need extra, like we need to do some after, but I would rather know the exact number of how many are needed if we are to make more than just like make another 100. Because you can also like calculate how many you would need, because it is every 40 centimeters, and there's like, let's say 160 meters of the foundation there, all in all. Maybe a bit more, so I can actually do the maths as well, how many are needed. It's something like 300, because it's like 160 divided by 0.4, so we would need 400 total. So we would then have made 300. So it could be that we need another bunch of 100, but I would rather see the need before making extras. So this 100, I'm 100% confident that these will be needed. Now whether or not we need another 100, I'm not so sure. So that's why we won't be going there. We don't want to go crazy, guys. Let's not go crazy before you guys go crazy. But yeah, I have another pile for those that are left over, because those are 120 long. And then I guess we'll start piling these up. Actually, have we done 120 each time we've done this? Because that would make sense, because I think we make 24. That could be it. Maybe. That's 10. Surely. Yep. That's 15. And then another 5. That's 4. That's 5. So yeah, that's 20. That's 20. So yeah, then I'll get a chair so that I can change the blade. I don't know if that's called blade, but I'll just call it blade for now. I have no other name for it. I could also take out the ear protectors, but It is nice and warm. Nice and warm with them, so fine, I'll take them off. Can't believe this. I guess I don't need the eye protectors either. But yes, so the first thing I always do when I start changing the blade is I take the battery out so that there's no... Although there's like these safety clips and all that stuff, I feel like it still makes me feel safer when it cannot turn off, when it has no energy to do so. So yeah, then we take out there's a button I need to press. It's over there. That's to lock the blade. There we go. And then I feel like it should be this direction. I can basically test it by going either way. Yeah, maybe it was the other one then. It's not moving on either direction. It goes a little bit that way. Yeah, that was it. Because the thing is here is that it goes like the opposite direction of where it spins. So the lefty loosey, righty tighty doesn't really work here. So yeah, we have a box of these. If I can open it. Can't believe this. I was hoping I could have just kept the button pressed, but no such luck. This is tight. There we go. So here we have the blades. So you can see how much they get used when they are like, when they end up small like that. So this one then goes here. So it's quite fast to change these. There's like faster ways, I think, like some tools have even faster ways to do it, but I don't think this one really slows you down at all either, so yep, just making sure that the button comes up again. But yeah, now we have a new blade on it. Just have to keep this one wherever you need it. So like I once borrowed this tool to my brother and forgot to give him that. So it was like he can't do anything with it until he gets that part as well, because if you need to change the blade, you need that tool to get it out. So I guess for that sake, if the tool would have like a quick lock, it would be easier and faster, since you wouldn't need like other tools for it. So I guess that's the only downside of this one here. But that's not too bad. I'll again blow my nose because it's cold, guys. I think it was like 8 degrees or something. Actually I could check, because with the wind I feel like it's probably less. I like the feels like it's probably less. We'll see. But yeah, so we've done first batch of 4, and I think we'll do 5, so 4 more to go. I guess it depends on the time as well. So yeah, let's check the weather. Check the weather. It said it's 10. Oh yeah, feels like 6. Yeah, that's more like it. I was like, surely not. Surely not. But yeah, so then we can carry on. Crack on. Crack on, mates. I can immediately feel my nose running again. So much for the blowing. Let's take the chair a bit further so we don't rust this up. So yeah, then I need to get another 4 rebars. Maybe check where you guys are angled at. Go a bit further back. That would work. So yeah, actually I might need the side cutters now, because there's like the rebars here are now tied together. Actually here I still have a few I can maybe pull out. Yep, actually that's too many. I could do more than 4 at a time, but then it's like messes up my math. Since if I do this 4 at a time 5 times, I come up with 5 times 24, which is 120, I think. Sure. So yeah, here we go then. And again we use the template. So from the first cut. From the first cut we made. And again the chalk is working beautifully. Very nice. So yeah, now we have a new blade. We'll see how well it works. Yep, seems to work fine. Checking if there's anything I've missed. There we go. So yeah, I'm also checking what time is it. So we've been at it for 1.5 hours. But we did start with the bending, so I don't know how long we've been actually cutting these for. I feel like it's faster now that we just changed the blade and all. So I think we should be able to do these. I think we last, like 2 weeks ago when we were last here with Eggon, I think we ended somewhere around 3 p.m. It's like gravely misremember, but if we have like an hour or so, I feel like we could get these done by then. Put the stone on them so it hopefully wiggles less while I saw it or cut it. Oh, yeah. It would be better for my back if this whole thing was like a bit higher up. So I feel like I have to go so low. So being net height, which was like 152, I guess, then can't believe this. It would be beneficial here, I think. I'm actually curious if we need to change this blade more than once, because I feel like it's getting smaller and smaller quite fast. But yeah, we should have those, like have enough of those blades, so I don't think that's a problem. So we'll switch the blade as many times as we need. Another cut. There we go. This is probably the last one for this batch. Because this is then like 2 meters. Yep. So there's 120 left when we do the last one, because this is 6 meters long, and when you take 80 centimeters you're left with 120. Or if you take one more time you're left with 40 centimeters, but those are basically unusable, so we'd rather just leave the 120, because I feel like those we can still use for some stuff. Like when we continue with the walls, we'll have to tie in those going upwards, so at least there we can still use them to get a bit of height. So yeah, that would be these are then the 120 longs that I'll just take to the side, so that I don't mix these up. No mixing here, guys. And then I'll take another bundle of 20 from here before continuing. So yeah, I feel like we are picking up speed now. I feel like the first few are always the slowest ones, but now that we get like this sort of a line going on, that's 8, that would be 10. That's 16. That's 4 more slowly. Yep. So that's the 20. And I'll put these to the side. So it's easy to keep count how many we have. We might put these in the bundles of 20. So yeah, then I'll get another 4 rebars from the pile. I get the side cutters now, because the remaining ones I think are bundled together, like tied together, so I'll just unhook those. And get 4 more rebars. Rebars, guys. Yippee. Those would be untied now. Are there more? Yeah, they are. These iron wires. Let's see. Is that all? Nope. Now mayhaps we have all of the ties cut. One way to find out that is to try and get a few rebars here if they come without a fight. Got 4. Here's the next batch. Let's try to get them so that they are nicely next to each other. Some of them are like bent a bit, so but they're also like quite wiggly. Something like that. So yeah, this is the 3rd batch, I think. Well, we can count. We should have like 6 afterwards. 6 of those piles of 20. So that should be the end result. Oh dear, I brought chalk in 2. And now we have more chalk. Completely last message in chat is the banter from Egguna. Diabolical. But yeah, the disc is getting smaller quite fast. I think we do have to change another one. Change yet again before we're done with these. We'll see if we can cut all of these or if we have to change it before we're done with this, but it is quite small already. It is a bit small. But yeah, this chalk thing here is working nicely. What do you guys think? Can we do one more cut with this disc? It's hella small. Diabolically small even. Let's see. I think that was the last we can do with it, because the problem is that it's almost too short to go past it anymore. So we can like make a mark on these guys, but I don't think we can cut through them. So let's just mark this. And again we'll go and get another. Let's change that one. So I'll get the chair and we'll do it again. I was assuming it would have lasted us longer than it did. Because I feel like last time we were doing this, I could use the same disc for like almost this whole time I was doing, and I think I've done the same batch every time, so 5 times 24. But it could be that I, like at some point I had like a fresh disc when I started and only had to do like one change or something. So that could be the thing I'm remembering, that I only had to do it once. Because now we had like a somewhat used disc when we started. And I guess there could be like differences in the discs as well. So some might be just like Monday pieces. But yeah, there's plenty of these. Let's see how many are remaining actually. How many do we still have? 4 after this one. So yeah, I think we should, next time I'm at the hardware store, I maybe should get another box of these. I have no complaints about these. These are like, for the price, these are decent discs. No complaints. Again, unlocking this. I just drop everything, it seems. Oh, that was not planned. So yeah, that's another blade switch done. These are quite fast to do, like I mentioned before. So now we're ready to do some more More cutting. Maybe don't even take the chair all the way back. Just throw it on the other side. It shouldn't be in the way there. But yeah, I like how the gloves are immediately all rusted up. You can see these are like orange hands. They also go through the gloves quite a lot, so my hands are a bit orange as well. So just some perks of this job. So yeah, yet again, new disc. Let's see how well it cuts. Not too bad. Let's see how long it lasts, I guess is the other thing that we're interested in. How well it cuts and how long it lasts. And there we go. Wait, why is the chalk over here as well? Yeah, so this is the last one then. Last one for this batch. And that will be the third batch. So over halfway then. Whoop whoop. Halfway there. So yeah, how long did that take us? I think it was like maybe like 15 minutes with the blade switch and all actually, so I think we might be out of here faster than I expected, assuming of course I would be ready as well. But we've also not had a single hydrate break yet, so we could have one of those as well. Here's another 4 rebar. And there we go. Trying to get them. Oh yeah, sorry, we should have picked up the 20. Picked up the 20 from there. Let's do that. Let's do that first. That's 5, 10, 14, so we need 6 more. Is this 6? Yep. Do some quick recalculation so that we're correct. Yep, that's 20. That is 20 there. So yeah, let's crack on then. Crack on, lads. Being 30 means your back aches, guys. You shouldn't get there. Can't recommend turning 30. Just damn. Surely a scam. Refresh the chat just in case I'm not seeing if there's anything in here. I got some previous activities like flashed there for a brief second, which made me think that, oh god, I've missed so much stuff, but luckily that was just some stuff from the bucket. Cutting. But yeah, luckily it looks like we have plenty of rebar left, because we still have to do the inners of the garage as well. But I think I took like hella extra because I knew that we'll regardless have to do the insides of the walls and stuff, so I might as well. Because that's also like, these rebars are not that expensive. It's mostly the transportation there that's surprisingly expensive. So if you order this rebar, make sure that you have enough instead of like having to do another one. Because again, these are 6 meter long, so it's hard to get into any like trailer or stuff. 6 meters is a bit much. Then I think two more on these, and then it's the last batch surely. But yeah, today I'm planning to send the emails about like asking for quotations on the concrete pouring, and also like asking for the what day would it be. I think I'll need to ask around a bit first, like especially like my father, for example, if he has some dates that he cannot come in and help. Because it would be nice if there were people here, not just me. So I was hoping maybe like 3 or 4 people in addition to me. Plus I think we have discussed with Citronelli that she would be filming it so that we would have the stream on, but I wouldn't need to be on the stream like the one with the camera and talking. Also I'm curious because now I just noticed that Nat had resubscribed for 2 months at tier 1. They've been subscribed for 5 months. Oh, was that what it meant when I saw that Hekkuna had resubscribed for 6 months? So it's in advance, I see. Because I think there's like maybe some discounts or something. So that's smart. That is smart. Also much appreciated. think this is the smallest we've gotten it. So I had to go in like an angle so that it would go deep enough. But yeah, so we have to first switch the disc before we get the last batch. But yeah, that would be the second last one. So one more batch needed. Guess I could, while I'm here already, bring out the rebars for it. But yeah, so far I'm happy with the amount of rebars I've ordered. Because I think I did calculate that those 120 centimeter pieces that we are left with, but I also like counted that those we wouldn't be like using basically for anything. So that much extra I have, like whatever those are worth, which is good. Swoop. And then changing the blade. You can mark it as well, hello. But yeah, now we need the chair again. But yeah, I don't remember needing this many blades when we've done this before, so maybe the package has the good ones. Good blades first, then they sneak up the worst quality ones. The bottom of the package. That would at least be somewhat smart if you had like two different quality ones, that you'd start with the better ones. So when people ask for recommendations and stuff, they would be like, yeah, these are really good. But then after a while they notice that these are not as good as they first seemed. But again, for the price, I would say these are all good. Because we are able to cut these rebars with the bolt cutters as well. But it was extremely slow. Like you can do only like one at a time instead of like the four that we are here going through. Every time we cut through four. So it's so much slower to do it with bolt cutters, and it would be like even more like physically tasking. Can't believe the wind just blew my glasses away. Diabolical. Yeah, I'll have to look up where do I like take these used ones, because I don't think they are definitely not like normal trash, so you need to recycle them. I wonder where would we take those, since we are getting a pile of them now. But yeah, so that's again battery switched, and this would be the last one, I think, because I think we have a pile of 20 there easily, and when we cut these ones we should have the last 3 piles, or maybe, yeah, last 3 piles should come from these. So yeah, let's crack on. Last one. I'll first gather the 20 so that we don't bury ourselves with these. That would be 8. That's another 8. So 16. And that should be 20 then. 5, 10, 15 and 20, yeah. That's all there. But yeah, the wind is picking up. It either just feels like that or it actually is picking up. I guess since there was like forecast was saying there's gonna be like rain and stuff during the night, it could be that it's like first we get the wind and then we get a storm of sorts. But we'll see. The sky is a bit ominous. So it does look like it might rain, but according to the forecast it shouldn't until just before midnight. And I guess if it doesn't like start pouring crazy amounts, we should be able to get this done. There we go. I feel like these are more wobbly than the previous ones. They're like on top of each other at the end there, but they were like going everywhere, so there's like a bend in these more than what we've had. Maybe this would help. Let's see. Let's see if they're still dramatic. Like so. Last one, boys. A few more cuts and we're done. Like maybe 3 more cuts. Or maybe 3 or 4. Fuck. One thing actually I'm now curious about is because previously I don't think we've had to use this many blades, so we haven't gone through as many blades as now. But then previously we've gone through batteries, so the Makita tool has needed, I think I've gone through like 2 batteries previously. Now we've now still been using the same one, so we're still on the same one that we started with. Granted, this is the 4 ampere hour one, but even then I feel like the first time we were doing this, we also had the 4 ampere hour one, and we needed to use a 2.5 or whatever I had. So yeah, then I guess 2 more cuts. But yeah, luckily tomorrow I have a barber appointment, so I'll have a day off. Seeing that I'll be in the city then. Guys, 1 more cut and that's actually all. Can you believe it? Can you believe this? That's all then. It's all about gathering the tools and stuff, I think. And we'll go through them. I'll take these away and then we'll gather the piles of 20, and if my calculations are correct, we should have 6 piles. So there should be an even 40 on the ground there now with the template. If you count the template as well. How many are here? That's 8. That's 10 then. Yep. That's 8. And that should be 20 then. 5, 10, 15 and 20, yep. That's 20. So yeah, another bundle ready to be bent. So then here we should have 19 plus 1 on the table already. What the hell? That's 5, 10, 15, 17, 18, 19 and the last one being the template, that's 20. So yeah, who would have guessed? The mathed out. So yeah, that's another bundle done. Very nice. So yeah, I guess that would be all for the stream then. I could go and ask Egguna if she has much more to do today, or if that's how much time does she need. There's also like all the tools and stuff that I still need to like gather around, so it will take me a while here. Take me a while after stream, I guess, to wrap things up. So yeah, I'll blow my nose first, guys. That's the ASMR you've been waiting for, surely. But yeah, so I'll need to go home and ask the concrete people. I think I'll send to like 2 or 3 companies if I find that many. I'm assuming at least 2 I should be able to find, so I can like hopefully get like 2 quotations. Because the thing is that you should always ask more than one place, because you never know if you're gonna get ripped off. So if you have like 2 different prices, you at least know if they're anywhere near each other that there's no like ripping off. Because there's like, and it's not always like ripping off either. It's sometimes there's like people that like professionals that have like way too much stuff, like way too much work, so they price it like they go high, because if they need to do it, they need to do it with like overtime and stuff. So it might just be something like that. So it's not like they intentionally need to rip you off or like intend to do that. It just might be that they have so much work that they don't really need you, sort of. So that's why I should always ask multiple places. But yeah, I'm hoping it would be either the 17th, so in 2 weeks, I think. I'm gonna check the calendar. Yeah, so it would be in 2 weeks, the Friday in 2 weeks, or then the 24th. So I'm hoping either of those 2 days would be the concrete laying day. The next Friday, the 10th, would be a bit fast because then we would only have the evenings here to finish this all up, and I don't think that's enough time. So I'm hoping it would be the 17th or the 24th for the concrete laying. I can maybe turn you guys around so you can see what I'm talking about when there's the concrete laying business gonna be. What concrete will we be laying or pouring? I don't know what's the English word for it. But yeah, Eguna can be found there as well. So over there you can see the foundation molds. So yeah, pouring concrete all the way everywhere there. But yeah, the ones we were cutting now, those are to be like the L-shaped ones inside the molds, every 40 centimeters. So they go. So they, as you can see, there's already quite many of them, but we also need the inner walls to have those, and then the garage building, which you can see on the left side there. It's almost equally large, so there's plenty of rebar going in. There's also, I still need to place some rebar that I need to bend and stuff, so I think I will be doing that on Friday. Then hopefully we would be here. I would maybe ask my father and my grandma if they could come next Saturday as well, because they were doing it quite fast, the two of them. What a nice duo on that thing. But yeah, so I guess we'll be ending it here then. And I'll catch you guys on Friday at the latest. I'm assuming it's Friday, because again, I don't think there will be any streams before we pour the concrete, like gaming streams in the evenings and stuff, because I'll be here working on the foundations. So I guess for that sake we'll see you guys on Friday if nothing else happens. Again, I'll have to check the weathers and stuff, but so far I don't think it's looking well. At the moment it's saying that the rest of next week will be like hella rainy, but we'll see if it changes or not. I think right now it's saying that the rainiest day will be Thursday, so that wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I'll catch you guys. Again, the Discord will be up to date, so if there's anything on the Discord, that's where the schedule will go to. And also let's see how many cards I've gotten. 3 green and 1 red is actually, I think that's the best we've ever had, meaning that we have like so much more green than there is red. Let's see, there's the Discord if any of you guys want to join. That's where the most up-to-date schedule is and all sorts of yapping. No need to yap if you don't want to, you can still lurk in there if you like. No pressure from that either. Also, thank you for the green card, Justin, very nice. Very much appreciated. This is the most positive stream we've had, I think, ever. With the amount of green cards we've just gotten. Can't believe this. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later, and thank you for joining. Take care. Have a nice start of your upcoming week, and we'll see you guys on Friday then. Bye!